Hello, my dear students. Again, I am here to teach you social studies. And I hope you all have read the chapter up to where I have taught. So, today we have to start with revolution of the earth, as I already taught you about the revolution of the earth. The earth not only rotates on its axis but also moves around the sun. The movement of the sun around the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. With the help of example, let me explain you. The earth not only rotates on its axis but also move around the sun. The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. Like all planets in solar system, the earth also revolves around the sun on a fixed path called the orbit. Here is one rough example for you all. You can see that there are all the 8 planets, and all these 8 planets revolves around the sun on a fixed path. This fixed path called the what? Orbit. This is orbit, this is orbit, orbit. I hope you all understood now. The earth completes one revolution in 365 and 1/4 days, or 1 year. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to go around the sun, but our calendar year consists of 365 days only. As you can see, our calendar, we are having only 365 days. The extra 6 hours are added after every 4 years. For an example, first year completed 365 days, and this 6 hours, we have taken 6 hours from the first year, we have taken another 6 hours from the second year, then again we have taken 6 hours from the third year, then again we have taken 6 hours from the next 4 year. When you are going to add all this extra 6 hours, you will get 24 hours, which is equal to 1 day. So after every 4 years we have leap year. When they become 24 hours and an extra day is added to the year in the month of February. This year, which has 366 days, is called the leap year. I hope up to here you all have understand now. Revolution of the earth around the sun causes seasons. There are mainly 4 seasons. What are they? Summer, autumn, winter, and spring. How are seasons caused? Seasons are caused mainly because of 2 factors. The first factor is the revolution of the earth, and the second factor is the tilt of the earth's axis. Now, with the help of this diagram, I will tell you how are seasons caused. If you look at the first diagram, you will see that this north pole leans toward the sun. Therefore, the northern hemisphere receives the direct sun rays of the sun and has summer, while the southern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere which is away from the sun, um, receives slanting rays and has winter. Now come to the next diagram. In the next diagram, you can see that the the south pole is inclined towards the sun. Now the southern hemisphere receives vertical and the direct rays of the sun and experience the hot summer, whereas the north pole is tilted away from the sun, so the northern hemisphere experiences the cold winter. Why these things happens? Only because of the revolution of the earth, and second factor is the tilt of the earth on its axis. Now come to the next topic, cycle of seasons. Seasons repeat almost at the same time of the year because the earth completes revolution around the sun in 1 year. So the same part of the earth phases at the same time every year. This forms a cycle of seasons. Seasons are caused in following pattern. From February to April is spring in the northern hemisphere, autumn in the southern hemisphere. May to July, summer in the north hemisphere, winter in the southern hemisphere. August to October, autumn in the northern hemisphere, spring in the summer hemisphere. November to January, winter in the northern hemisphere, summer in the southern hemisphere. Now come to our next topic, cycles of seasons. As we already know that earth revolves around the sun in every 365 days. It takes 365 days and 6 hours. That is why we experiences different seasons. Seasons like summer, winter, autumn, spring. So with the help of this cycle, we will come to know more about it. First, I would like to tell you about equinox. An equinox is an event that happens twice a year. Okay? During an equinox, it believed that all the areas of the earth's surface experience an equal amount of daylight and night. It happens twice a year. You can see here in the picture. This is from March 21st. The northern hemisphere spring equinox experiences the daylight here and the darkness here. This is of 12 hours, and same with the autumn equinox. It starts from September 21st, and it experiences 12 hours daylight and 12 hours darkness. Now I would like to tell you about the solstice. A solstice is an event that also happens twice a year. You can see here the picture. In the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice happens in June, and southern hemisphere, the solstice happens in December. So winter solstice is shorter day, and the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. I hope you understand about the equinox and solstice. Now, my dear students, here is one question for you. Now, what you have to do in this question, on a clear day, you have to go out in an open area for 2 minutes, only for 2 minutes. At the time mentioned in the table, write how hot you feel. In the morning at 6 a.m. you have to go out in the open area for 2 minutes, and you have to write down here that how hot you feel at that time. And again you have to go at 12 p.m. in an open area. Then again you have to write down here that how hot you feel at that time. Then again you have to go out in an open area at 6 p.m. and you have to write down how hot you feel at that time. Now come to the next. Each season is unique in terms of the weather conditions, fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Seasons are a powerful force in our lives. They affect the activities we do, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, and the work we do. As in winter season, we used to put woolen clothes. Can we put woolen clothes in the summer season? Of course not. So each season is unique. Likewise, in all 12 months, we can't relish mango fruit. So seasons are a powerful force in our lives. Now come to the next page. Again, you have to fill this table. Here months are given. Here season in the northern hemisphere, and you have to write down the season in the southern hemisphere. In the month of December, you have to write down the season in the northern hemisphere, and you have to write down the season in southern hemisphere. You have to complete this table by your own. And one thing more, my dear students, you have to write this web chart sequence wise in your copy. Thank you. Have a good day.